Well, Economics Arkansas likes to keep our board members inspired, and so we invite teachers and students to our board meetings to share with what they're doing in the classroom. So to inspire you all today is educator Amy Mileham, who teaches at Grace Hill Elementary in the Rogers School District. Amy's been a master economics teacher for us for several years, so she helps us train teachers from around the state. And joining Amy today are her students, Riley Duncan, Elian Hinojosa, Anthony Jimenez, Catalina Hallowell, and Jasmine Trujillo. And we would love to clone Amy because she does such a fabulous job.
Good afternoon. We are excited and honored and a little bit terrified to be here with you today. But when Sue called and asked me if I could come today and bring some of my students with me, I jumped at the chance because in a teaching career, you get what I call the "you really can't change the world" class a couple of times. In my 19 years, this is the one that makes me believe that I really can't change the world the most. It's a special group of kids, so I knew that I could bring them here and you could get to hear from them a little bit about what we did. And then she told me we had 7 minutes to talk about a project that took us all year to do. So we're going to do our best to give you a brief explanation of what we did. I decided to combine two of my biggest passions, besides my kids, economics and baseball. And so we turned our entire year into a baseball economics unit. We tied all of our other subjects into those areas. And so they're going to tell you a little bit about what we did. If you're interested in seeing some pictures, we did put our boards at the back. If you can take a look at those on your way out.
Hello, my name is Elian. I hope you're having a great time. Last year we learned about baseball legends like Jackie Robinson, Satchel Paige, and many more great legends. We read books and used the internet and Mr. Toby to learn more. Miss Mileham is smart, but Mr. Toby knows everything about baseball. We really liked when he came to school. One time he even bought slushies for us.
Mr. Toby is my husband.
We learned how improving their human capital and making good or bad decisions changed their lives. Some of those decisions even changed history, like Jackie Robinson and many more great legends.
Hi, my name is Jasmine, and I want to talk about economics and how we learn from them. On one of the field trips we took, we saw behind the scenes on the baseball stadiums and saw how they use little things and make them into more valuable than what they really are. Like, for example, for $5 you can buy a package of buns and a package of sausages. And at the stadium, just for one hot dog, it costs $5 at the most, which is called supply and demand. We also combined MLB to the college and minor leagues. We were on our field trips to the Arvis and Brown Stadium and learned that most of the people that go to the big leagues are willing to pay for a $5 hot dog than people that go to the minor leagues don't want to pay as much. And so that is why minor leagues don't have high prices like the big leagues. And that is what we learned from the field trips that we went on.
Hello, my name is Riley, and my favorite economics project that we did last year was the Play and Market. We raised money for a little boy named Keverson who lives in Haiti by selling handmade items and concession that you would see at a baseball game. We learned that specialization of labor and assembly line makes it go faster. Our musical included history of baseball, economics of baseball, and more.
Hi, my name is Catalina. Last year, one of my favorite economics lessons was when we did our Top Chef competition. It was so much fun and we learned a lot too. Miss Mileham told us that we were going to be a new baseball stadium opening and we had to convince the judges to choose our recipe to be served at the stadium. Each group chose a recipe from our MLB cookbook. When we were shopping, we had a budget. We only had $15 to spend on our supplies, and we couldn't go over. Miss Mileham took us all to the grocery store to shop. Since we had a scarcity scarcity amount of money, we had to make careful decisions. Instead of getting the most expensive brands, we got the cheaper brands. It was hard, then it was time to cook. When we were making our food, it was so much fun. We had to share our productive resources like a little stovetop, griddle, knives, and a can opener. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to complete our recipe. We also used bowls and spoons to mix our ingredients. My group made candy sushi from the Seattle Mariners. We had a pretty chaotic with 7 groups cooking 7 different recipes. I'm pretty sure the other teachers thought Miss Mileham was a little crazy. We also had to make a marketing board to present to the judges. On our marketing board, we had to say which MLB stadium sells it and why. We also had to tell the judges why they should choose our recipe. We said that they should choose ours because it was made out of mostly candy and kids love candy. This was my favorite part because we learned about scarcity and how to shop on a budget, and we got to cook.
Hi, my name is Anthony. And at the baseball game, we learned the importance of every job and how we have to work together to complete each other's jobs. We also learned that it's not just the baseball players and coaches. There are also people who work behind the scenes as concession sellers, ticket sellers, and many more. We also sold tickets to the baseball game. We played against the teachers to raise money for a kid in Haiti.
For me, the why of economics, why do I try to squeeze in one more thing into my day that already has so much to do, is I really think that economics is the glue that holds everything else together. It gives my kids the why. Why do we need to know this? And so that hopefully they can then use that for the rest of their lives. We did raise some money. We raised $900 between all of our projects. And I told my kids that whenever you raise money, it's a good thing that you save some, you spend some, you invest some, and you give some. So that's exactly what we did. We spent some. We got to go to a naturals game, and so we thought that they should get to partake in those expensive hot dogs. So that's what we spent some of our money on. We saved some of our money so that my class this year would get to do some of these fun things. We invested in education by buying some books for our classroom library that my class this year is also getting to use. And then we gave $500 to sponsor a child in Haiti so that he could go to school for a whole year. So not only did hopefully they learn a lot from this series of projects, but we invested in the education of another child in a different country. All of these things are partially possible for us to do because of grant money that I received from Economics Arkansas. And I wouldn't be able to receive that grant money to do these projects if it weren't for people like you that are willing to give. I read a quote last week that said, "Every child is one caring adult away from success." And even if you can't work one-on-one with the kids like I do, giving to this organization, which in my opinion is the top education for supporting teachers hands-on, you still have a part in that success, that one person that can contribute to children being successful in their lives. And I'm telling you, you better remember some of these faces because they're going to be running the world soon. Thank you for being here, and thank you for having us.